All right, you guys, let's talk about it. So, you want to be a content creator? Cool. I love it here, and I'm happy for you. However, we do have to shift our mindset if you want to be a successful content creator. Because I'm telling you, the internet will drive you crazy if your mindset isn't right and in order. And I don't mean the internet as far as like the trolls, but I'm talking about like these platforms and, just creating content that's being true to yourself and all the things. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, what I need you to realize is even if it doesn't seem like it's working, that doesn't mean it's not working, okay? I want you to have very, very, very low expectations when it comes to how fast you grow or how many views you get, how many followers or subscribers you get. I want your expectations to be super, super, super low. Because if you set them too high, if you don't reach that number, whatever that number is for you, then you're gonna feel disappointed and you're gonna feel like it's not working, you're gonna feel like you suck and all of the things. But what I want you guys to realize is it takes a lot of time to grow your platforms. I don't care which platform you wanna be on, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, like any platform. It takes years. It takes years. Now, yes, you may have, a few people here and there who, they post one or two videos and they just take off. But that is the minority. That is not the majority, okay? Most people, it takes them years. Your favorite content creators, they have been doing this for years, okay? So don't think coming into it that the first video you post is gonna get 10 million views. It might. That'd be really cool. But I want you to keep your expectations really low. Whenever I start a new platform, I always assume nobody's gonna watch it. I always assume like my first 100 pieces of content, no one's gonna watch it. That's my assumption. So when I do get 50 views or 10 views or whatever, I'm like, oh shit, because my expectations for it were extremely low. Do you get what I'm saying? So go into it like that, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. The second thing I need to tell you is you have to show up every single day. Again, sometimes it's not going to feel like it's working, but it is, because even if you aren't getting views or followers or subscribers yet, you are getting practice and you are getting experience. Experience is the number one thing you could possibly have, even in like, a job, like a job. Like when people have years of experience doing something, they're just automatically going to be better at it, right? So the more pieces of content that you push out, that you create, the better you're getting. This is why I always tell you guys, it's quantity over quality. Quantity over quality, meaning I want you guys to post as much as you possibly can. Don't worry about the quality and if it's good or not good, because my question to you is, whose standards are you setting that at? Are they your own standards? Or are they the algorithm standards? Are they the viewer standards? Like, whose standards are they? The algorithm is just the viewers, in case you didn't know. And so when you first start, you're probably gonna suck, and that's okay. Like, we need to get out of the mindset of feeling like everything has to be perfect. Honestly, perfection is insecurity, because nothing is perfect, nothing will ever be perfect. I want you to post as much as you can, because the more you post, the better you get at it naturally. This is why, if you guys have watched my lives or anything, you guys hear me saying all the time, post every day, post multiple times a day. Because I promise you, by doing that, you are getting so much more experience than if you just make one video a week. And over time, you're gonna get more and more comfortable. You're gonna have better ideas. You're gonna be more creative. You're just gonna be more yourself, because you're used to being in front of the camera. It's just a whole vibe. Like, I cannot make this up. So I need you to post as often as possible, especially when you are first growing a platform. When I first started this YouTube channel, this is my newest one, I was posting 2 and 3 times a day. Long form videos, yes. And that's how I was able to monetize it so quickly, because the more you put out, the more chances you have of one of them taking off and reaching more people, right? But if you're only posting once a month, your chances are very, very, very slim, okay? So don't do that. Like, post as much as you can. Like, honestly, what I would really love for you to do is to post 2 and 3 times a day. Like, I would love that for you. I would definitely support that. So honestly, it's quantity over quality, always. The next thing I want you guys to understand, so I guess it's number 3, is you have to stop caring what people think. You guys, we are not in high school. we it's amazing. Like, I be getting on my students about this too. Like, it's so many people, and I guess because I've escaped that mindset, but I used to be in that mindset. Like, I used to care what people thought too. I really did. And so being on the other side of it now, 3 or 4 years in, not caring what people think anymore, like, it's an amazing feeling. But it's so many people who care so much about what people think about them. And not even just the internet, like people that they know in their personal life, like friends, family, coworkers. And it's like, girl, guy, we are not in high school anymore. They don't pay not near one of your bills. People only care for a few seconds and then they're on to the next thing to gossip about. Nobody's thinking about you. And if they are thinking about you, you would be surprised. More people are going to be more admired, or excuse me, more people are going to admire you more because you are posting and creating that content. Do you know how many people want to be content creators but are just too in their head? And you're actually like taking steps to do it. Like, you made your YouTube channel, you made your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever platform, and you started uploading. That takes a lot of courage that a lot of people don't have. So if people are talking 9 times out of 10, I promise you, it's because they admire the fact that you're putting one step in front of the other and you're actually doing it. So stop worrying about what people are thinking. It doesn't matter. And even if they are having something negative to say, who cares? I want you to live in your own reality. I want you to be the main character in your own world. That's literally how I live my life. I am the main character in Jasmine's world. Like, everyone else is just a co-star. I am the main star, okay? I am the Beyonce of my world. Everybody else is just Kelly and Michelle, okay? Like, that's literally how I live my life. And if you adapt that mindset, I promise you, you will stop caring what people think. Like, and the problem is a lot of you guys are letting that hold you back from being great. And it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating because a lot of y'all have like the best ideas ever, but you cannot get out of your head. Like, sometimes I just want to shake you. Like, stop it. Stop it. Seriously, like, stop. I promise you, either people don't really care, or if they care, they're only going to care for like a few seconds. And then they're on to the next thing. So please, please, for the love of God, please stop worrying about what people think, okay? The next thing I want you guys to realize, so I guess we're on number 4 or 5. I don't really have anything written down. I'm just freestyling this. But the next thing that I want you guys to understand is you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. I say this on live all the time. Any content that you're creating, you need to be relatable, authentic, and you need to target people's emotions, okay? Whether it's happy emotions, sad emotions, whatever it is, you need to target their emotions, okay? But you have to be relatable and you have to be authentic. The only way you're going to be any of those things is by being yourself. Stop trying to be something you're not, and stop saying you're boring. You are not boring. And I'm guilty of this too, because I am guilty of this too, and I've said this in previous videos. Like, people will ask me like, oh, Jazz, what are you going to do today? And it's like, I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. And I have caught myself calling myself boring because every single day I do the same thing. Like, I'm really on my SHIT when it comes to this. And I'll say things like, yeah, I'm pretty boring. I live a pretty boring life. I do the same thing every day. But that's not boring. That's not boring. Like, so many people think that is so cool to get in front of a camera and talk to it and post it and motivate people. So we have got to stop calling ourselves boring. You are not boring. You have personality. I don't care what your personality is. You are not boring. So stop saying that. You can hold a conversation. You're not boring, okay? We have to stop telling ourselves that, and we have to be ourselves, okay? So if you're more cool, calm, collected, chill, relaxed, fine, whatever. But be that in your content. Like, that's who you are. So just go ahead and be that. Like, stop trying to be something that you're not, because I promise you, over time, that's going to catch up to you. And then you're not even going to want to create content anymore because you're not even being true to yourself. So just don't do it. Like, just please don't do it, okay? So I hope those tips helped. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which one you are going to start using. If there are any other tips that I didn't mention, also leave those in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. But you got this. Like, you can be a content creator. I promise you. You can do this. Focus. Focus, 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 okay? All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.